Gyfeillion, croeso cynnes iawn I chi i'r ystafell ysblenydd yma yn y gyfnewid fel o ac I Gwobrau Addysg Proffesiynol Cymru 2022. Welcome to the fabulous Coal Exchange and to the Professional Teaching Awards Cymru 2022. My name is Tudur Owen. I will be guiding you through today's ceremony. A little bit of housekeeping before we get started. Fire escapes, if we need to leave the room in a hurry, there are 2 behind us on either side of the stage, and also there are 2 behind you in both corners of the room. Please make sure that you vacate the venue and congregate at the front of the building. Also, toilets for all are situated behind these 2 doors, each side of you, behind you over here. So, da ni am gychwyn y prynhawn mewn style, mewn ffordd arbennig iawn. We're going to get proceedings started in a very special way. We're going to have a few songs, and I'm going to ask you to give a huge welcome to Cor Ysgol Plas Mawr.
Roedd weithiau yn glôn am dawnsroc ar ôl. Roedd ti weithiau yn adlais o bell. Roedd weithiau yn gan a chanwyd ei gwyth. Dro arall yn hydref o syth. Ond weithiau yn wanwyn o wir. Wastad yn wyn bojole, rwy ti'n harddach bob dydd. Rwy ti'n wyn bojole, mae dy gwpan di'n llawn ar gyfwn pecaw. Mi yfwn bob deigryn o wyn bojole. Weithiau cwpanau yn cwrdd, dro arall cyftiroedd canrifoedd I ffwrdd. Ambell waith ti yw'r heilwen ar weddill y traeth, dro arall y gell am ceidw yn gath. Weithiau yn seidr bwysau, ond rwyt wastad I mi yn wyn bojole. Wastad yn wyn bojole, rwyt ti'n harddach bob dydd. Rwyt ti'n wyn bojole, mae dy gwpan di'n llawn ac fe yfwn pecawn. Mi yfwn bob deigryn o wyn bojole. Wastad yn wyn bojole, rwyt ti'n harddach bob dydd. Rwyt ti'n wyn bojole, mae dy gwpan di'n llawn ac fe yfwn pecawn. Mi yfwn bob deigryn o wyn bojole. Cysanwn bob deigryn o wyn bojole. A'r y byd na'r berlau man, gofyn rwyf am galon hapus, calon onest, calon lan. Calon lan yn llawn na'r lili dos, dim ond calon lanach gan i, canu'r dydd a chanu'r nos. Hyd ymunwn olid bydol, hedyn bu ar ganddo sydd, golid calon lan rinweddol, yn dwynyddol elw fydd. Calon lan yn llawn daioni, teg a lliw na'r lili dos, dim ond calon lan all gan i, canu'r dydd a chanu'r nos. Hwy'n y bore fy'n ymuniad, gwyddi'r nef ar adain can, ar I ddiw mwyn fy ngheidwad, roddi mi galon lan. Calon lan yn llawn daioni, teg a lliw na'r lili dos, dim ond calon lan all gan i, canu'r dydd a chanu'r nos. Calon lan yn llawn daioni, teg a lliw na'r lili dos, dim ond calon lan all gan i, canu'r dydd a chanu'r nos. Ti'r unig gwlad I mi, o fy ngwaliau. Ti sy'n llon i'n calon I, ti yw'n wynfa. O Gymru, rofi ti fy mywyd, o walia, ti ydyw fy ngwynfyd, fy ngwalia, fy heilwen wyt ti. Pan ddaw gofid ambell tro, daw i'w llongi, lun o geint erbyn a bro, glad fy ngeni. O Gymru, rofi ti fy mywyd, o walia, ti ydyw fy ngwynfyd, fy ngwalia, fy heilwen wyt ti. O fy ngwalia, rofi ti, gan yn llawen, can o fawr a gan a fi, ti yw'r heilwen. O Gymru, rofi ti fy mywyd, o walia, ti ydyw fy ngwynfyd, fy ngwalia, fy heilwen wyt ti, fy heilwen wyt ti.
Gwych. Ysgol gyfun Gymraeg. Plas mawr, gyfeillion. Diolch yn fawr. Well, dyna ni ffordd wych o ddechrau'r ceremony prom, and thank you all very much. What a great way to start off today's proceedings. Now then, this is the 5th year that I've been lucky enough to play a part in the Professional Teaching Awards Cymru, and I am delighted to have been invited back again. From what I've read in the press and on social media ahead of this big day, I know it's going to be, as always, an uplifting and, you'll find out, an emotional experience. Mi fyddai'n ymdrechu I siarad yn y ddwy iaith, ond eleni mae ganddo ni wasanaeth cyfieithu fydd yn arbed dipyn ar fy Saesneg, gobeithio, gawn ni weld. I will endeavour to use both languages as much as possible today, but we do have this year simultaneous translation available when needed. Now then, you'll find headsets on your tables. Can we just take a few minutes to just check that the system is working, please? So, Stefan, we are there. Gwych. Excellent. I'm going to test you, Stefan. Yes, I'll do this next paragraph in Welsh, and we'll see if this works. Rwan ta, if you put your headsets on, we'll just double check that they're working. Fe gynhalwyd y Gwobrau Addysgu Proffesiynol Cymru am y tro cynta yn 2017, mwyn dathlu y gorau sydd ganddo ni ym myd addysg Cymru, ac I gydnabod y gwaith caled a diflino sydd yn mynd ymlaen I greu sylfan cadarn ar gyfer y dyfodol I blant ar draws ein gwlad. Excellent. Now then, diolch. I'll give you a heads up when we need to put the headsets on. But every single person in this room has contributed something invaluable to the education sector in Wales. Whether or not you are an overall winner today, you should all be extremely proud of yourselves and proud of the knowledge, skills, support and guidance you are giving to our future generations, especially throughout the difficult couple of years we've experienced. Having great teachers is paramount for all pupils, younger or older, for their development and the way they feel about being in education. I'd like, if I may, to share my own experience with you, because although my academic career came to an end at the age of 16, the influence and continued support of some of my teachers proved invaluable and has inspired me throughout my life. And over the years, I came to realise why these individuals had a lasting impact on not only me, but as it turned out, every pupil lucky enough to find themselves in their classrooms. It was because they were, as you are, simply outstanding professionals, and they possessed all the attributes and skills which we will hear about in these awards today. I'm forever grateful to these teachers who succeeded in making a lasting impression on me, and crucially, didn't allow me to walk out of that school all those years ago without at least adhering to our school motto, which was, in Ysgol Uwchradd Bodedern, it was hau I fedi, which I think loosely translated is, we sow so that we may harvest. Something like that, Stefan. Now then, I don't want to blow my own trumpet, but last week I was lucky enough to be able to get in touch with two of my teachers whom I know well, and I wanted to thank them for the confidence they gave me to make the best of what I had, because I was privileged enough last week to be awarded an honorary degree from Bangor University. It's fair to say they were as gobsmacked as I was. So, once again, diolch, thank you for your outstanding work. And I hope I prove that although I was an exceptionally late developer, the shadows you cast are long and genuinely inspiring. Felly, mae o wir yn fraint, unwaith eto, cael bod yma hefo chi heddiw I gyflwyno'r gwobrau arbennig yma. I'm truly honoured again this year to be present as we recognise some truly inspirational educational professionals, hear their stories and celebrate the commitment they have shown to educating the children of Wales. I ddechrau pethau go iawn, dwi am I chi groesawu Gweinidog y Gymraeg ac addysg i'r llwyfan to kick off the proceedings. Please welcome to the stage Minister for Education and the Welsh Language, Jeremy Miles.
Wel, diolch yn fawr Tudur am y croeso, a croeso i bawb i bumed seremoni'r Gwobrau Addysgu Proffesiynol. Yr un gyntaf i fi'n bersonol, mae Tudur ar ei bumed, rwy'n cael ar ddeall. A jyst cyn i fi fynd ymellach, rwy eisiau diolch i'r beirniad am ei hamser a'i hymroddiad a'i proffesiynoldeb. Allai ddim dychmygu pa mor anodd oedd y dasg o'ch blaenau chi. Felly diolch o galon i chi am eich gwaith. Ac rwy'n hynod o falch o gael bod yma. Ac mae'n bleser cael eich croesawu chi i gyd. Ac hefyd y bobl ifanc sydd wedi bod gyda ni heddi. Hyfryd eich gweld chi hefyd yma yn perfformio ac yn cefnogi eich athrawon. Mae cymaint o'n nghyfnod i fel gweinidog addysg wedi cael ei dreulio yn delio gyda Covid-19 a'r holl heriau sydd wedi dod yn sgil hynny. Felly mae'n wych jyst cael bod yma heddi gyda chi wyneb yn wyneb. A ni'n canolbwyntio heddi ar newyddion da. Dath i'r proffesiwn mwyaf anhygoel i fi gael y fraint o weithio gyda fe. Ac yng ngeiriau cwr plasmawr glywson ni jyst nawr o ran talent addysgiadol yma yng Nghymru, mae'n cwpan ni wir yn llawn. Ac mae'r lleoliad yma yn wych hefyd. Mae'r gyfnwyd fel o wedi chwarae rhan enfawr yn hanes Caerdydd, hanes Cymru, a hefyd hanes y byd. Pan oedd y glo yn rhoi ynni i'r byd, roedd yr adeilad hwn wrth galon y fasnach honno yn gosod pris glo yn fyd eang. Falle bod y dyddiau hynny wedi mynd erbyn hyn, ond mae gan Gymru lawer i ymfalchio ynddo fe o hyd a llawer i ddysgu'r byd hefyd. Yn addas iawn, ni yma o'n tafliad carreg o ysgol gynradd Mount Stewart, lle roedd Betty Campbell yn bennaeth, ac rwy mor falch bod aelodau o'i theulu gyda ni yma heddi. Oherwydd heddi am y tro cyntaf, byddwn ni yn cyflwyno gwobr Betty Campbell MBE am hyrwyddo cyfraniadau a safbwyntiau cymunedau di a siaidd ac ethnig leiafrifol. Bydd yn cael ei roi i dîm neu ysgol sydd wedi dangos ymwybyddiaeth ardderchog o bwysigrwydd addysg gynhwysol fel rhan o gymdeithas sy'n herio ac yn taclo hiliaeth. Mae'r wobr hon yn anrhydeddu Betty Campbell, menyw arbennig iawn, ond mae hefyd yn rhan o'n hymgais ni i wneud Cymru'n gymdeithas wrthhiliol drwy arddangos a gwobrwyo'r rhai sy'n gweithio yn galed i wireddu hynny. Rydyn ni wedi ymrwymo'n llwyr i sicrhau ysgolion cynhwysol sy'n croesawu pob un disgybl. I don't need to tell you of the lasting effects and memories of things which we learn in school. Tudur has shared some of his own experiences, and I, like I'm sure every single person in this room, could tell their own personal story of the inspiration and vision and sense of direction that young people can have from inspirational teaching and teachers. And whenever I'm on an occasion like this, there are 2 or 3 names that come into my mind as people who left an indelible mark, not just on my education, but in truth on the journey of my life. And I'm sure we will all be able to name the people who play that role in our lives at school. It can help all our young people be confident, be compassionate citizens, and if we do that, we will have done our job well. We know the crucial role that schools and all of you will play in delivering our vision for an inclusive Wales and shaping the kind of society that we want to live in. One that's fair, one that's equal, one that's safe for all of us, and which supports each individual to flourish. And looking at the calibre of this year's nominations, I have real hope for the future. Whether you win today or not, know that you are amazing and have much to be proud of. Wales has got so many inspiring education professionals across the whole spectrum of teaching and support, and I have no doubt that we could fill the room with nominees and winners many, many times over. And I've also got no doubt that we can fulfil our ambitious plans for education in Wales. We're rolling out our new curriculum and building an education system that works for today and for tomorrow. because education is not just about what happens in the classroom, it's about the classroom itself. So we need an investment programme which is ethical and sustainable, and it's about the communities that we live in. So we need schools that respond to and reflect the communities around them. And it's about you, the teachers, the teaching assistants, the business managers, the youth workers, the support staff. We're investing in you, in your training and development and in your leadership skills. And in these awards, we are recognising the amazing talent that we have in Wales. Our young people deserve an education that helps them to achieve their ambitions. That's not just about exam grades. It's about helping them become curious, confident citizens, not just of Wales, but of the world beyond as well. And we know that a good education is one of the best ways of tackling the effects of poverty, of building a fairer society, not just here, but wherever our young people go. We may not any longer export coal from these shores, but that doesn't mean that Wales no longer has a part to play in the world. We very much do. We can build an education system that is the envy of the world, one that encourages its learners, that builds them up, that inspires them, both when they're young, but as we've just heard from Tudur as well, for the rest of their lives. And I'm determined that what we develop now will help our young people to build that fairer, more equitable world for themselves and for their communities. That is the education system that I want for Wales, one where every single child has the same opportunity, no matter where they're from, or where they live, or what their background is. And when I look around the room, I am absolutely inspired and encouraged that we will continue to build that better future together. Diolch yn fawr iawn I bob un ohonoch chi. Thank you very much.
Diolch yn fawr iawn, Gweinidog. Thank you very much, Minister. Now then, here we go. Let's move on to the part we're all here for. I'll just explain a couple of details. I mentioned we have cameras here today. That's because we are filming the awards. The footage will be aired this evening on Education Wales Facebook channel, I think around 6 o'clock. Now, this year will run slightly differently. Lunch is going to be served after we've announced all category winners. We hope this will give you time to relax and talk, and to all the amazing people here, of course, and to enjoy the delicious food. So, this is how the awards are going to work. I will tell you a bit about each category, then read out the names of the finalists. We'll show you a short video about each finalist before announcing the winner. If your name is called, please make way to the stage to receive your award and to have your photo taken. You're more than welcome to say a few words if you want to, but just keep it brief. Thank you. Please then return to your seat. I will then ask the finalists to come onto the stage too, to receive their mini griff, as we've called them, from the Minister, and have their photo taken. And at the end of the ceremony, we need all the winners, please, to have their picture taken with the Minister. So please just don't disappear, so that we can get a big group shot at the end. Right. Let's get going with the first category. Category cynta ydy Athro'r Flwyddyn mewn ysgol gynradd. Teacher of the Year in a primary school. Kicking off today's ceremony is the award for Teacher of the Year in primary school. This is awarded to an individual that displays the quality of an exceptional primary school teacher. They provide the very best care, compassion and enthusiasm for teaching. These individuals are excellent role models for the younger generations. And the finalists are Lee Arthur from Llanharan Primary School in Pontyclun, Sean Jones from Ysgol Glan Gele in Abergele, and Charmaine Riley from Radyr Primary School in Radyr. Let's see the videos.
I think Lee Arthur deserves the nomination for this award because he has unwavering commitments to the pupils, to the parents, and in fact to the whole community here in Llanharan.
My son only started at the school in September. On day one, he came home and told me that he had a new best friend, and that was Mr. Arthur.
He takes the time to learn about the children, know the children, and understand them. He's absolutely fantastic.
If he sees you sad, he'll make you laugh. I think he's the best teacher.
Sean is an inspirational teacher for us all, really, and in the classroom it's lovely to see the wonderful relationships that he's built up with not only the children but with the parents as well.
The way he is with the children is amazing.
He takes his time to really understand them. Any problems that they have, they feel that they can come to him.
I think he needs to go on Britain's Got Talent because he's so good at doing stuff.
He's the most motivated, enthusiastic, eager to help person that I've ever met, I think. Just how he is every single day, he contributes to our school enormously.
Mrs Riley deserves to win Teacher of the Year because she cares about the pupils, the staff, the parents, and making sure there's a holistic approach to all that she does. She is innovative in her ideas that she brings to the nursery provision, and she ensures that all the children have a wonderful time whenever they come to school.
She's my favourite teacher. I love playing with her.
She's just a lovely, kind person and will just go the extra mile, and I feel really confident in my son's future when I'm around Mrs Riley.
Now, the winner has been recognised for their infectious positivity and uplifting presence around the school. They care deeply about inclusive education and continuously goes above and beyond to improve the futures of all their pupils. The winner is Charmaine Riley, Rhadir Primary School. And Lee and Sean, can I also invite you to individually come up to the stage to receive your award, please, Lee and Sean? Congratulations. Okay. On the side. There we are. Thank you. Congratulations. There we are. Thank you. You can go back to the seats. Do you want to say something? Okay, yeah.
I just wanted to say it's an absolute honour to receive this award. I feel so lucky that I do a job that I enjoy every single day. I wanted to say thank you to the parents that nominated me because it's so important to have the strong relationships that we do have in order to give the children the best opportunities that we can. I'd like to thank the staff at Rhadir Primary School because they are just such a fantastic team to work with. A very special thanks to our head teacher, Claire Skidmore, who vision, her trust and support for staff and pupils enables all us staff to give the children the best education possible. And finally, I'd like to thank the wonderful children that I work with. That video was absolutely fantastic. I'm in tears after. It's just wonderful to help them develop into lifelong learners and to make a difference in their lives. And I'm sure you all agree in here. Thank you very much. This is an honour.
Wonderful. Song of a Heather. Congratulations. And an excellent example of a brief speech. Thank you. Perfect. Just so you... Now then, on to our next award. Athro Newydd Eithriadol. Outstanding New Teacher. Reserved for those in their second or third year of teaching, the award aims to give those who demonstrate enthusiasm and excellent teaching the recognition that they deserve. Although at the start of their careers, these finalists show early leadership qualities and commitments to improving themselves for the benefit of their pupils and their learning. The three finalists are Holly Gordon from Ysgol Bryn Derw ASD Special School in Newport, Ifan Thomas Jenkins from Ysgol Uwchradd Glan Clwyd in St Asaph, Danielle Powell from Pantasgallog Primary School in Merthyr Tydfil. Let's see the videos.
Holly has taken pupils who have had some very difficult and unsuccessful experiences in the past in their education, and she has made them love learning, and they walk in every day with a smile on their face and they leave every day even happier.
When she started at school, it was pretty much as the pandemic hit, and at that point she became Gethin's teacher, and she just opened his world for us because we were exhausted with how we could open it and how we could expand it.
She's just had that much of an impact on our lives, and I know that if Brodie could say thank you, he would.
Mae Ifan wirioneddol yn angerddol am ei bwnc.
Pan dwi'n holi plant be un o'i hoff bynciau nhw, mae mathemateg yn digwydd bod yn un o'r pynciau yna sy'n dod i'r brig yn aml gyn blant.
Mae o'n neud y gwersi yn hwylus. Mae o'n fel yn neud siŵr bod chi'n dal ati.
Mae o'n gweithio mor galed, mae gennym fo gymaint o frwdfrydedd am y pwnc, ac mae ymroddiad o'i waith caled o yn haeddu gael ei glodfori.
Danielle has a real passion for what she does. She uses her humour outstandingly to engage them, and she's very passionate about the children succeeding.
My child says that having Danielle as a teacher makes him feel happy, makes him want to go to school, it makes him want to learn.
I love Miss Powell's lessons because she makes everything fun.
She has made a massive impact on my child's education. She brings a breath of fresh air to the school. It's like she's been doing it for 10 years with the enthusiasm of a new teacher.
This winner is someone that is dedicated to understanding the specific additional learning needs of each pupil she works with. She works with at the only dedicated ASD special school in the EAS regional consortia area, Ysgol Bryn Derw. The 4 to 19-year-old school has a wide range of facilities and is committed to helping pupils overcome their individual obstacles to learning and helping them to flourish. The winner of this award was recognised as incredibly valuable to this fantastic school. The winner is Holly Gordon, Ysgol Bryn Derw. Holly, please. And Ivan and Danielle, if I can ask you to invite you to individually come up to the stage to receive your award. Congratulations. Yeah, if you just take a step this way. Go down the section. Yeah, lovely. Thank you very much. Excellent. Da iawn. Some might need the headsets for this next award. Y categori nesa, defnyddio'r Gymraeg mewn modd sy'n ysbrydoli. Nod y wobr yma ydy dathlu athrawon neu weithwyr addysg proffesiynol eraill sy'n gweithio'n galad i ysbrydoli pawb i fwynhau'r iaith Gymraeg, boed nhw'n gweithio drwy gyfrwng Saesneg, yn ddwyieithog neu mewn ysgol Gymraeg. Mae'r unigolion sydd wedi dod i'r brig wedi dangos angerdd a chreadigrwydd mwyn rhannu gyda phawb o'i cwmpas eu cariad tuag at yr iaith Gymraeg a diwylliant Cymru. Dyma'r tri a ddaeth i'r brig. Elizabeth Hamlin, Eglwys y Dref, yr Eglwys yng Nghymru Aberdâr. Iona Llyr, Gwasanaethau Addysg a Phlant Cyngor Sir Gaerfyrddin. A Mary Salisbury, Ysgol Croes Ati y Fflint. Gawn ni weld y clipiau.
When I think of Liz and Welsh, the words inspirational just spring to mind straight away. We don't even feel like we teach Welsh anymore. It feels it's an intrinsic part of who we are.
As soon as you come into school, the children will welcome you in Welsh, and it's so ingrained in them.
There's some people that say they don't like Welsh because they find it hard, but she does it in a really fun way so everybody gets to participate.
She's very enthusiastic about promoting the Welsh language, culture and heritage within our school, and her energy is contagious.
Wel, fi'n nabod Iona sawl blwyddyn oedd hi arfer dysgu fi yn yr ysgol gynradd. Mae Iona yn angerddol am addysg ac wrth gwrs am y Gymraeg.
Mae'n ysbrydoli plant, mae rhaid i fi weid, mae'n wir yn ysbrydoli plant.
Beth fi'n hoffi am gwersi Iona yw bod hi yn rhoi cyfle i pawb i gael y siawns i gael profiadau gwerthfawr.
Dwi ddim jyst wedi helpu un ysgol, mae wedi helpu yr ysgolion ar draws Sir Gyfyrddin.
Byddwn ni byth yn gallu cyflawni'r math yma o uchelgais heb tîm cwbl allweddol fel tîm Iona.
Mae'r un berson go arbennig. Mae'n gwneud bob dim dros y Gymraeg.
Mae hi wedi creu cyngor Cymraeg hefo rhai o'r plant yn yr ysgol, a maen nhw'n gwneud pethau fel disgo Cymraeg, a pethau fel yna i annog y plant i siarad Cymraeg.
Dwi'n ail iaith Gymraeg, a mae'n gwthio ni jyst i trio rhoi hyder i ni i siarad Cymraeg o hyd.
Mae'n athrawes a bawb, a mae'n ffrind ar bawb yma.
Bydd yr ysgol ddim yr un fath heb yn Salisbury.
Mae'r enillydd wedi gwneud gwahaniaeth mawr ar draws Sir Gaerfyrddin yn ysbrydoli rhieni a phlant i fwynhau'r iaith Gymraeg. Mae hi'n annog pobl i fod yn hyderus tra'n defnyddio'r Gymraeg oddi fewn a thu allan i'r ystafell dosbarth. Felly yr enillydd ydy Iona Llyr o Wasanaethau Addysg a Phlant Cyngor Sir Gaerfyrddin. Elizabeth Amari, os gai ofyn i chi ddod i fyny?
Sori Tudur, sa'n ni'n licio gweud cwpl o eiriau, os mae'n bosib. Diolch o galon i chi am hwn. Wy'n sefyll ma'n gwbl wylaidd o'ch blaen chi gyd wedi gweld a chlywed am gyfraniadau pobl aruthrol yn y proffesiwn. A wy'n teimlo'n, fel ni'n gweud, yn wylaidd iawn. Ond fi'n fenyw eithriadol o lwcus. Yn lwcus mod i wedi treulio bron i 35 mlynedd bellach mewn swydd wi wir yn dwlu arni. Swydd sy'n dal i'n hanio i'n nghyffroi. Wrth gwrs mae'n awsterau, ond mae dysgu yn swydd gwbl anhygol. Y cyfle fachna sydd ni, y ffenest fachna, i fod yn rhan o siwrnau addysgol plentyn. A mae hwnna'n yn fraint achos ni'n gallu gwneud gwahaniaeth. Dwi'n arbennig o lwcus mod i'n aelod o dîm. Tîm special iawn, tîm athrawon datblygu'r Gymraeg yn Sir Gar. Tîm ymroddgar creadigol y Brwdfrydig sy'n gweithio'n ddiflino i gefnogi'r Gymraeg yn y Sir. Heb os, cydnabyddiaeth o'r tîm cyfan i'r wobr hon heddi. Licen i ddiolch i Catrin, mae Catrin fan hyn. Catrin yn reolwr datblygu'r Gymraeg yn y Sir ac yn gymaint yn fwy nac yn reolwr llinell arnau. Mae wastad yno, wastad yn gefen, a fi mor ffodus i'w chael yno wrth yn ochr i. A fi'n gwybod bod hwn ddim yn beth mae pobl yn gweud fel arfer, ond fe licen i ddiolch i'r teulu fabulous sydd gyda fi, i Aled, i Marged, i Hywel ac i Greta. A mae dyna nabod i'n dda ac am sylweddoli mor bwysig a cymaint mae'r swydd mae'n golygu i fi. Lecen ni fachu'r y cyfle i gannu clodydd holl ysgolion gwych y sir. Diolch am y croeso cynnes sy'n ni'n cael gyda chi bob amser a'r gefnogaeth parhaus sy'n ni'n cael i'n gwaith ni. Chi werth y byd. Ac i gloi, diolch i Awdurdod Addysg Cyngor Sir Gar. Diolch am eich buddsoddiad yn y Gymraeg ac am weld gwerth yn rôl ein tîm ni i hyrwyddo, i gefnogi ac i godi safonau'r Gymraeg. Mae'n sir enfawr yn amrywiol ac yn gymleth iawn yn ieithyddol, ond yn sir cwbl o didog i weithio ynddi. Felly fi'n browd iawn heddi bod fi yma yn gallu rhoi Sir Gar a tîm datblygu'r Gymraeg ar y map. So diolch yn fawr iawn i chi gyd.
Gwych. Llongyfarchiadau mawr. Right. Next is the Supporting Teachers and Learners Award, Cefnogi Athrawon a Dysgwyr. This category is for a member of staff who has provided an outstanding level of support to school staff and their local communities, making a real difference to the education of their pupils. The 3 finalists are Carolyn Platt from Ysgol Bryn Eilian in Colwyn Bay, Jill Sullivan from Maes Teg High School in Maes Teg, and Ysgol Glan Clwyd support team from Ysgol Uwchradd Glan Clwyd in St Asaph. Let's see the videos.
Carolyn is just amazing. She's warm, she's supportive, she goes above and beyond.
She runs a unit for children with severe learning difficulties, so she seamlessly runs that department so that the learners feel that they are part of the school, not a part of an independent unit.
During the pandemic, Carolyn came into school every day to ensure that her students had live teaching.
She's been a voice for the voiceless, the vulnerable kids.
She is a lovely and kind teacher.
She's one of the best teachers. She even got me a place in college. She made that happen and I'm really happy.
Her USP is her ability to break down the barriers between home and school, to be able to communicate with parents at any level, to be able to communicate with the pupils at every level.
Without her, I wouldn't have figured out what kind of issues I had underlying, and I wouldn't have had them sorted out, and I wouldn't have had the support either.
Even if she like been with somebody else, she'd always like make time to come and get you, ask if you're okay.
Even if school is over, her job as a support teacher never actually stops.
She just makes an effort for all kids that have a tough time.
Every single school needs a Jill Sullivan.
Ym mhersonol na, dwi ddim yn meddwl fyswn ni yma heblaw am y tîm cynnal. Maen nhw wedi cefnogi fi trwy lot o pethau.
A maen nhw'n hollol amazing. Maen nhw'n just yn dawel yn neud I pethau'n ddiffys. Maen nhw wastad ar gael I chi.
Rydw i'n meddwl fod nhw'n caredig, cyfeillgar a cefnogol.
A heb nhw, swn i'n methu neud y swydd presennol heb y cymorth dwi'n cael ganddyn nhw.
The winner has been recognised because of their outstanding care for the pupils they support. She is a dedicated, caring individual, and the judges were particularly impressed with her multi-sensory approach to learning in the classroom. The winner is Carolyn Platt, Ysgol Bryn Eilian.
Oh my goodness. Well, they say that fails prepare, prepare to fail. I didn't prepare a speech because I didn't think I'd win. I'm just overwhelmed. Thank you. But of course, as so many other teachers have said previously, we're not an island. I'm part of a team. And I'd really like to thank all of my team, and in particular, Anna McCormack, who is the most amazing Alan Co in the school and supports me in everything I want to try and do. Thank you.
Can I invite Jill and members of Ysgol Glan Clwyd support team to come up, please? Jill, and here we are. You come up to have your photo taken. Yes, you can go. I'll wait till the... Here we are. Do you want to make your way down, and then we can get to your crowd around? Right, the next category, gwaith ieuenctid mewn ysgolion a'r gymuned, youth work in schools and community. This next category is awarded to those who have provided outstanding youth work in a school setting. These individuals have had an exceptional impact on the lives of the young people in their schools and the local community, providing the highest levels of care and support to the most vulnerable pupils. So, the finalists for the Youth Work in Schools and the Community Award are Nigel Bowie from Vale of Glamorgan Youth Service, Chris Gledhill from Conwy Youth Service, and Christian Williams, Hail the Comprehensive School in Caerphilly. Let's see the videos.
Nigel's a very passionate youth worker. He always puts the young people first, and everything he does has the young person at the forefront.
He just is relentless. He just keeps on and on supporting those children and cares so much about each and every one of them.
No matter what the pupil is suffering with, they will come out of there with a smile on their face. He's just got time for everybody.
Without him, I think the children and the school would suffer.
Chris yn hynod o werthfawr I ni yma yn Ysgol y Creuddyn. Mae o'n o hyd yn barod I ddod I fewn, cynnig cyfleoedd gwahanol i'r dysgwyr. Mae'r dysgwyr wrth I boddef efo.
Mae'n neud o mor hwyl.
Mae'n dod fewn a da ni'n dysgu pethau newydd sydd yn helpu ni.
Mae o'n egniol, mae o'n hollol amlwg bod yn mwynhau gweithio efo pobl ifanc. Mae o wir yn ysbrydolwr.
The best thing about Chris is his sense of humour and his resilience. He's not afraid to challenge our young people, take them out of their comfort zones. He genuinely wants the best for them.
Well, he's helped me with all my work to build up my confidence.
Chris started supporting me and I'm more confident. I used to sit in the corner at my desk and not talk or anything. But now I'm sat here doing this.
He looks at young people as individual people. If they've got issues outside of the school setting, Chris will try and support that. It isn't just about being here in the Learning Pathway Centre, it's about the whole picture for Chris.
This winner is an individual who can build trusting, kind and strong relationships with their learners. He is known for his great sense of humour and his openness to approaches to learning. The winner is Christian Williams, Hail the Comprehensive School.
Wow. Yes, I didn't think I'd be up here. I, once again, didn't prepare a speech. So I guess I'd just like to say thank you. I mean, the job we've all got is quite difficult, especially what we've been going through lately. But it's made that much easier with the people you got around you. your team, and I have a fantastic team. So, yeah, I'd just like to say thank you to all those in the Caerphilly Youth Service, those in the Heal V LPC, and this is for you guys. Oh, and a big thank you as well to my wife, who I love so much. Yeah, boy!
Nigel and Chris, if I could invite you onto the stage as well, please. Nigel and Chris, if you could come up. Wonderful. There we are. Take a step this way. Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Absolutely. Well, congratulations to you too. Excellent. That's great. Wonderful. It's worth noting, no photo bombing, please. Thank you. Now then, we'll move on. Llongyfarchiadau mawr I chi gyd. Athro'r flwyddyn mewn ysgol uwchradd. The next award is for Teacher of the Year in a secondary school. This is awarded to a truly exceptional secondary school teacher who is passionate about their subject and an excellent role model for the younger generation. The finalists are Kate Jones from Ysgol Uwchradd Glan Clwyd in St Asaph, Lucy Morgan from Ysgol y Derry in Penarth, and Mark Morgan from Penydre High School in Merthyr Tydfil.
Be sy'n arbennig am Kate ydy bod hi'n athrawes naturiol wrth ddeddf. Mae hi wir yn rhoi cyfleon anhygoel i'r disgyblion.
Mae hi'n siarad I pob disgybl fel unigolyn. Mae'n ymestyn ei allu nhw I llawn potensial nhw.
Mae hi'n cario amdano ni, hyd yn oed tu allan i'n dosbarth hefyd.
Diolch jyst yn ysbrydoli'r disgyblion, mae'n ysbrydoli'r athrawon hefyd.
Mae pawb wedi gadael a pawb wedi mynd I prifysgol a rwan, da ni dal yn siarad am gwersi Miss Kate Jones.
Lucy very much works to understand what makes those pupils tick, so that she gets them and they get her.
She's almost like a second mum. She feels very human. She's a good figure to look up to and have advice from.
She dreams the art of the possible all day, and that just shines out of her in everything she does.
She just really is incredible, and I'd love, when I was in school, I'd love to have had a teacher like her. She just gets it.
There's a big sign on the front of the school and it says, aspire, achieve and believe. He lives by that and he instills that into the pupils.
I love that passion and that energy about him and how much he strives for the pupils and just wants them to excel.
He does so much for the school. The way the school looks has changed. In every corridor there's Welsh. He's inspired me to do my best always.
He is the best teacher in Wales.
This winner was recognised by the judges for being an outstanding teacher, enthusiastic about getting the very best out of their pupils, something that is reflected in the high results they achieve. The winner is Mark Morgan, Penydre High School.
Wel, jyst I ddweud diolch yn fawr, really.
ar ôl dod o gyrfa hollol wahanol ond llwyddiannus, dwi ddim un sy'n dod yn emosiynol, ond jyst i glywed Milly Ray yn siarad yna ar y diwedd, oedd y prif ferch pen y dre newydd adael. A dyna ban fi yma, o'n i jyst eisiau gwneud gwahaniaeth. Dwi wedi bod yn ffodus mewn ffordd i cael bywyd eitha llawn, ond i ddod mewn i rhywbeth fel addysg a wneud gwahaniaeth bob dydd i bob disgybl. A beth sy'n lwcus i fi, really, dwi'n gweithio mewn ysgol yng nghanol Merthyr. A dyna beth sydd yng nghanol yr ysgol, jyst eisiau wneud gwahaniaeth, wneud y plant yn hapus, a wneud y gorau glas bob dydd. So, diolch yn fawr am hynny.
So, Kate and Lucy, if I could invite you up, Kate and Lucy, if you could also come up to the stage. Thank you. Gwych. Llongyfarchiadau mawr i chi unwaith eto. Reit, categori nesaf. Rheolwr busnes ysgol Bwrsar. The next award is for School Manager or Bursar to celebrate those that display leadership, innovative thinking and excellent management skills in order to get the very best results for their schools. The three finalists are Claire Coakley from St Martin's School in Caerphilly, Honora Rowlands from Christ the Word Catholic School in Rhyl, and Sandra Sant from Harden High School in Deeside. Let's see the videos.
She brings that vibrancy to her role and that creativity when she's looking for new funding sources or managing school resources in a better way.
She's just helped in so many ways around the school with different projects and always coming up with new ideas.
She is so good at what she does. She's great fun. She has an open door policy. She's a part of the team.
Mrs. Coakley is beautiful, knowledgeable, helpful. I can go on and on and on, and she's just 1 in a million. That's the way I would put her, 1 in a million.
She brings drive, she is truly inspirational, she's a great support for myself as head teacher.
Without her we wouldn't be having like robotics or any Chromebooks or doing online work.
She's an absolute inspiration to the staff in terms of her professionalism.
This school is in a position to fly now because we've got the resources as a result of Honora's work and her attention to detail.
Sandra's very special because she goes over and above what is expected of her in her role. She has daily and multiple contacts with pupils and makes sure that she does everything she possibly can to make their opportunities as good as they can possibly be.
About a year ago, Mrs. Sant helped us achieve the Healthy Schools Award.
I've worked with a couple of school bursars in my time in education. And the things that stands out for the most for is how pupil-centred she is.
The loyalty she gives to this school makes this school, and I hope she wins it. And it's her turn to buy the cakes.
This winner has been recognised for their creative approach to management and leadership. She makes an outstanding contribution to her school and is valued for the positive change she has created. The winner is Claire Coakley, St Martin's School.
Keep it brief. I'd just like to thank Lee Jarvis, the head of
St Martin's School for having the faith in me to play my part in the development of a wonderful school. I'd like to thank my colleagues. We are part of a team. That's why I'm standing here. And I'd like to thank my family for the love, kindness and support which I feel I like to pass on to other people, which I think is such an important thing in life.
Honora and Sandra, if Honora and Sandra would come up to receive your awards. Here we are. You can just take a step this way. Congratulations. Congratulations. Wonderful. Thank you. Well done. Thank you. Right, dyma ni ta. Pennaeth y flwyddyn nesa. Next we have the Head Teacher of the Year Award. For the winner, we were looking for a truly inspiring individual who can lead by example and act as a fantastic role model for their staff and pupils. The finalists have demonstrated their ability to take their schools from strength to strength, engaging with pupils, families and the local community, as well as supporting other schools to give pupils the best possible education. So, without further ado, the finalists are Meirig Jones from Ysgol Gyfun Gymraeg Llangynnwyd in Maes Teg and Catherine Matthews from Ysgol Gymraeg Cwm Derwen in Caerphilly. Let's see those videos.
Un o'r bethau gorau am Meirig yw y ffordd mae'n gallu arwain arnom a sut mae pawb yn ymddiried ynddo fe a dyn ni yn ffyddiog yn ei benderfyniadau.
Mae fe wir yn ymfalchio ym mhob llwyddiant, boed yn academedd, yn myd chwaraeon, ac mae fe wir yn trio annog pawb i ffindo'i ffordd yma yn Ysgol Llangynnwyd.
Mr Jones am fy cefnogi i trwy siarad yn unigol iddyn ni ac yn cefnogi ni pryd ydyn yn edrych o dan pwysau.
Mae'n gwybod pawb ac mae'n wir yn teimlo fel tîm yn yr ysgol, dim jyst ysgol.
Mae Cath yn ysbrydoli pob unigolyn. Mae'n ysbrydoliaeth mawr ym mhob ffordd, boed gwasanaethau, diri, llawn hwyl. Mae'n rhoi cyfleoedd i bob plentyn.
A mae Mrs Matthews yn helpu ni os mae problem neu os mae rhywun yn help.
Mae Mrs Matthews wedi mynd i hwnd helpu Cai.
Mae Cath yn tosturiol creadigol.
Mae Mrs Matthews wedi helpu integreiddio plentyn fi yn yr ysgol.
Rydyn ni'n lwcus iawn i cael Cath fel pennaeth yn ein ysgol ni.
This winner has been selected for the inspiring way in which they have led the schools they have been involved in. They have created an excellent community within the schools and have been outstanding in promoting Welsh medium education. The winner is Meirig Jones, Ysgol Gyfun Gymraeg Llangynnwyd.
Diolch yn fawr. Diolch yn fawr iawn, bawb. Mae yn fraint i gael fod yn bennaeth ar unrhyw ysgol. A i gydweithio gyda'r ddwy ysgol dwi wedi bod yn gweithio yn agos gyda yn y blynyddoedd diwethaf i Llangynnwyd ac i Wynlliw. Mae'r wobr hon yn cael ei dderbyn ar ei rhan nhw fel y cymuned, y dysgwyr, y staff, rhieni, llywodraethwyr a rhanddeiliad eraill. Dwi'n ddiolchgar am y mudiadau dwi'n rhan ohoni o Bash, Cydag yn gefnogol i fi ar hyd fy nhaith. Back in the 80s, when my parents returned to Wales from Canada, I was a passionate Canadian flag-flying ice hockey baseball player. Moving to Aberdeen, it was a bit of a culture shock. But I am always grateful to my parents that fought hard to ensure that as an 8-year-old, I was given Welsh medium education. It is a pity, 40 years later, we are still fighting for Welsh medium education. Mae angen cydraddoldeb yn y ddwy iaith. Mae angen sicrhau bod cymwysterau ar gael yn y ddwy iaith, bod pob rhanddeiliad yn gweithio gyda'i gilydd i sicrhau mae yna ddewis i unrhyw blentyn, beth bynnag yw hil, iaith y cartre, bod yna gyfleoedd yn nhw llwyddo yn y ddwy iaith sydd gyda ni yn y wlad hon. A dwi'n derbyn hon ar rhan pawb heddi. Diolch yn fawr iawn.
Catherine, could I ask Catherine to come up to receive your award? Diolch yn fawr. Llongyfarchiadau mawr y ddau o'na chi, geiriau ysbrydoledig yn wir. Reit, y wobr nesaf, Gwobrau Addysgu, neu'r disgyblion ar gyfer athro gorau. The next award is the Pupils Award. Now this is nominated, as you might expect, by a group of pupils, past or present. These pupils want to celebrate a teacher or other member of staff who has made a huge, long-lasting difference to their life in school and beyond. It's lovely to see some of the pupils here today to celebrate with their teachers. So, the finalists are Julia Adamson from Adamson Primary School in Barry, Laura Buffy from Haverfordwest High School, VC School in Haverfordwest, and Bethan Howell from Treorchy Comprehensive School in Treorchy.
She'll often refer to her class as her family, and by that she gets to know the children on a personal level, and that really inspires the children to want to learn and be successful.
Her style of teaching is very, it's laid back, but you do still learn quite a lot while still having quite a lot of fun.
So it's not just one person, she cares about the whole class, on their future and their teaching.
My three kids are all very different in terms of their learning styles. Miss Adamson's worked with all of those kids and brought the best out in each of them.
The best thing about Miss Adamson is her teaching. It really inspires me and it made me a better person.
One word describe would just be a mother, like, couldn't get a better head of you or teacher to have.
The whole sixth form it's like we're her own children. Like, she cares about each and every single one of us so much.
Well, Miss Buffy's been running the Presents Under the Tree Christmas project.
It's such a nice time to know that you're going to make someone smile.
She cares for the children and she believes in them.
She just has made me turn into a totally different person, as in want to succeed and want to do the best I can possibly do.
Having that person in school who you know is always going to be there no matter what is so special, and that's Miss Buffy here.
If I could describe Miss Howells in 3 words, it would be beam of light.
She gives up her dinner time for the diversity club. She helps them in any way she can.
Miss Howells is such a good teacher because she validates everybody's experience. She supports you no matter what.
They trust her and they want to be part of this world she's created in our school.
Her empathy skills are second to none. She's a real role model for us as a school.
She definitely puts a smile on my face, and that's how I end up going home so happy.
This winner is an individual who goes above and beyond for her learners. She has been a pillar of strength for many of her pupils throughout turbulent personal and academic times in their lives, and this award recognises her outstanding and selfless care. The winner is Laura Buffy, Haverfordwest High School.
Oh. I'm shaking. I could do assemblies to thousands of kids, but this is very, very nerve-wracking. And I haven't, just like many other people, I haven't prepared anything. And my two head girls are with me today, and if you get a chance to speak to them, they're incredible. And I think our future and the future of this country is in very safe hands with those two, Mr. Miles, so I think you'll be completely fine. I'm very, very lucky to do a job that I absolutely adore. I wasn't supposed to be a teacher. I went to Cardiff Law School. I wanted to be a barrister. I wanted the money. And then completely changed paths. I had the most incredible teachers in my school in Tregeeb, if any of you know it, in Fairfach, near Llandailo. And I've taught in 2 schools in my career, Olfa in Swansea, and now I'm in a school as well that I absolutely adore, Haverfordwest High. The pupils are fantastic. They make my job every single day. My father-in-law said to me once, Laws, if you win the lottery, will you give up your job? And I'm going to say it here now, I don't think I will. I love it, I do, and it's because of pupils exactly like those two sitting there that I love my job so, so much, and I've got an incredible supportive family that help me in this job because it's a long day, isn't it? Being in the job that we do, but I'm very grateful. Thank you very, very much. Thanks.
Julia and Bethan, would you like to come up to the stage as well, please? Julia and Bethan. Well done. I'm going to take a step this way so that we can... Congratulations. Congratulations. Oh, excellent. It's so inspirational. Now then, it's time to announce the finalists for our brand new award for 2022. Gwobr Betty Campbell MBE am hyrwyddo cyfraniadau a safbwyntiau cymunedau di-asiaidd a lleiafrifoedd ethnic. The Betty Campbell MBE Award for promoting the contributions and perspectives of Black, Asian and minority ethnic communities in our education, named, of course, after Wales's first black head teacher. It recognises those who show an outstanding awareness of diversity and inclusivity. We are delighted that members of Betty Campbell MBE's family could be here today to join in the celebration. This new category for the awards was one of the recommendations from Professor Charlotte Williams' working group looking at Black, Asian and minority ethnic communities, contribution and cynefin in the new curriculum. Importantly, the finalists for this award have taken a whole school approach to the promotion of diversity. These schools that have implemented diversity into the curriculum that lead the way in ensuring this is also promoted in the wider community. Without further ado, the finalists for the first ever Betty Campbell MBE Award are Llanwern High School in Newport, Pembroke Dock Community School in Pembroke Dock, and Ysgol Penffordd in Penffordd. We'll see the videos.
As a member of staff at another school, what's clear is that pupil voice is very important here at Llanwern. This school actually cares. They don't just put on the front and do all this stuff of diversity just to make a good name for themselves. They actually care about the students inside the school and they care about how the students feel inside the school.
It deserves to be nominated because it embodies all that Betty Campbell stood for when it comes to value and diversity. The school has shown strong leadership in changing the curriculum or making sure that all teachers have an understanding of life in a diverse society and promote that in the classrooms with the students.
And everyone else starts to learn more about your background and your culture. It's a lot easier to feel safe and like this is where you're meant to be.
Pembroke Dock Community School is a really forward-thinking school, and they're thinking about what my children need, not just now, but also in their future.
We really wanted the children to be able to tackle racism in their own communities and to also have those discussions with parents at home.
And school are encouraging them to see the inequality and what's wrong in our world and to want to put that right.
We want our children to leave here as that rounded individual.
Reading these empathy books have helped us learn what racism is.
Everybody's different, nobody's really the same.
And we need to understand all of that.
The school is not just putting the diversity statement down as part of a policy, it really means it.
My daughter comes home and talks about people that attend here that are from different cultures. The library's been set up with a beautiful display of books and the children have easy access to that all the time.
These books helped us to understand what it's like being a refugee.
Just put yourself in their shoes really, just learning about them, and it makes you want to learn about more countries as well.
You know, they're so open-minded now. I think they could teach adults a thing or two actually about making people feel welcome and safe.
Now, before announcing the winner, I would like to invite Professor Charlotte Williams onto the stage to join the Minister in presenting this award. The winner has been recognised by judges for their whole school approach to the promotion of diversity. They have worked with great care to instil a culture that ensures all members of the school community feel a sense of belonging. The winner is Llanwern High School in Newport. Please make your way to the stage. Can you all face the camera so we can get a photo, a group photo of you? There we are. Can you say a word? Yeah, of course. No, don't worry about it.
I am shaking a little bit as well, but I just wanted to say I'm so pleased and proud to have the award for our school, but especially because it's about being an inclusive school and because it represents all the work that I've done with my colleagues and of course with the pupils themselves. So thank you everybody.
Excellent. Congratulations indeed. I would like to invite Pembroke Dock Community School and Ysgol Pen-y-Ffordd to come up for their awards and their photo taken with the Minister and Professor Williams, please. So can we have Pembroke Dock Community School first? Thank you very much. You can go down. Congratulations. Thank you once again, Professor Williams. Now then, that is the end of the announcing category winners for today. I'd like to now hand over to our Minister, who's going to say a few words about this year's Special Recognition Award winner. Jeremy Miles.
Wel, mae'n fraint ac yn anrhydedd I allu cyflwyno'r wobr gydnabyddiaeth arbennig eleni. Mae hwn yn wobr sy'n cael ei ddyfarnu ar ddisgresiwn y gweinidog I unigolyn neu unigolion sydd wedi gwneud cyfraniad aruthrol at addysg I ddysgwyr yng Nghymru. Gwnaeth yr unigolyn hwn gyfraniad eithriadol yn enwedig dros addysg Gymraeg. Doedd e ddim yn ddeunodd yn edrych am sylw neu gydnabyddiaeth neu ffys, fel bydde ei hun yn dweud, ond rwy'n credu y bydde ei ffrindiau, ei gydweithwyr a'i gyfoedion yn cytuno bod Gareth Pierce a fi farw y llynedd yn enillydd teilwng o'r wobr cydnabyddiaeth arbennig. Fel Prydweithwyr Cybac am 14 mlynedd, cadeirydd y Coleg Cymraeg Cenedlaethol, athro, ystadegydd, gwnaeth Gareth gyfraniad enfawr at addysg a bywyd cyhoeddus yng Nghymru. Ac mae'r wobr hon yn cydnabod y cyfraniad hwnnw, yn enwedig I addysg Gymraeg. Mae Cybac a'r Coleg Cymraeg Cenedlaethol yn enwedig yn teimlo y byddai'n dyst I waith diflino Gareth I gefnogi dysgwyr o bob cwr o Gymru drwy gydol I yrfa. I'm privileged to present the Special Recognition Award this year in memory of Gareth Pierce, who made such a contribution to education, in particular Welsh language education, to civic life and to supporting learners in Wales. In the words of Ian Morgan, WJC, Gareth had an enthusiasm for nurturing and educating contemporary Wales through the medium of Welsh. His extraordinary influence has had a lasting impact on the Welsh education landscape, and this award would be a testament to his legacy. We are privileged that Lynwen, Gareth's wife, and Elined, his sister, have been able to join us today to accept the award. Diolch yn fawr iawn I chi am y cyfle yma I ddathlu cyfraniad dyn arbennig I addysg ac I Gymru.
Mae'n fraint ac yn rhydedd I ni, chwaer yng nghyfraith, Lyned a Minne, I gynrychioli teulu Gareth I dderbyn y wobr arbennig hon. Hoffwn I ddiolch i'r gweinidog am gyflwyno'r wobr fel cydnabyddiaeth o gyfraniad sylweddol Gareth I addysg yng Nghymru, a'i gyfraniad arbennig I hyrwyddo addysg Gymraeg a oedd yn holl bwysig iddo. Ein tristwch anhiraeth amdano, rydym fel teulu yn cael ein cysuro wrth dderbyn ei chalioni a'ch gwerthfawrogiad o'r hyn a gyflawnodd Gareth yn ystod ei yrfa yn y maes addysg. A dwi eisiau gorffen ar nodyn positif, achos i'r rhai o chi oedd yn cydweithio ac yn nabod Gareth roedd yn berson positif. Ac mae'n bleser I fi I weld I longyfarch pob un ohonoch chi sydd wedi cael eich ynwebu ar gyfer y gwobrau yma heddiw. Gwaith anhygoel chi'n neud. Roedd Gareth yn edrych, bob amser yn edrych i'r dyfodol ac eisiau gwella pethau yn y maes addysg ac yn moyn rhoi gorau i'r plant ni yng Nghymru sy'n heiddio'r gorau, wrth gwrs. A llongyfarchiadau chi a phob dymuniad da i chi wrth i chi barhau eich gwaith arbennig yn y dyfodol. Diolch o galon.
Diolch yn fawr iawn. Mae o wir mor ysbrydoledig cael sefyll yn fan hyn, yn eich mysg chi. Diolch unwaith eto i'r gweinidog am ei wasanaeth o heddiw. It's so inspiring to be stood here amongst you. And I think I can speak for everyone in this room when I say I've been inspired by the impact every finalist is clearly having on the individuals, communities and schools. The comments from colleagues, pupils and parents captured in the videos demonstrate what fantastic, dedicated professionals you all are. The room is filled with amazing role models, inspirational leaders, innovative thinkers and creative minds that are making sure the educational landscape of Wales maintains as high standard as possible. So huge congratulations to all our finalists and, of course, our winners. I would ask you now, lunch will be served very soon. I'm hungry, I know you are. But I would ask you now, can all the winners now make their way out of the hall where you'll be taken outside for a group photo by Kate over here? And I think that would give us a chance actually to show our appreciation, our recognition once again. As our winners make their way out, could we all stand and applaud them, please? Diolch yn fawr iawn. Thank you very much. Right, while they're away, let's tuck in. No, the food will be the food will be served very shortly. Diolch yn fawr iawn i chitha am fod yn gynulleidfa mor wych, and I'll speak to you after the lunch. Diolch yn fawr.